to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now back to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finds a seam inside the 40. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And finally brought down at the 38. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on 1st down. Cook looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Josh Jones in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ziggy Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. It goes underneath for Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken around the 12. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
No. Check, Patriot.
They'll drop the throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patient...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They'll set up a throw, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. $15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best.
They'll run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And they rattle off a big one. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They get it to him running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass. And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right. Throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine. I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
He'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A give to Bell. Oh, heck of a move. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The give is to Bell. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Bell sheds him off. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. Hey, flex.
Now Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Get reset. Hey, easy.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're running right through it. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. the gun. It's Rodgers. And the third down pass falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They pitch it out to Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Handoff comes to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Lucky 56.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Over here.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. K1 short. Coming up the middle. Gets him there for a loss of about 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Hey, take 26.
Here's Bell, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Throwing is Rodgers, and it's caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season, and the Packers add 6 to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. And they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw here. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now they've got to signal that field goal unit, and they have to sprint out there in a hurry.
And this is always difficult on the snapper because his heart rate is way up there. He's got to calm himself enough to make an accurate snap.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Back to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And touchdown! Michael Thomas with 2 ticks remaining. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Gano out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Londoners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Somebody call for the queen. Dagger.
Yeah. I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the 100.